You can pass SBL in 6 weeks. It is possible to do it. You've got to be mega efficient. You've got to be doing the right things. And this video is going to tell you what those right things are. Now, many people will tell you it's not possible to pass SBL in 6 weeks. But I want you to think about Usain Bolt. People said it wasn't possible to run 100 meters in under 9.8 seconds. Lots of people said that. But Usain Bolt, well, he did it. And not only did he do it, he did it with a cool move as well. You can be fast and efficient. And we're going to show you how in this video, a 6-week program to pass SBL.
Right, in week 1, it's all about getting to know the SBL exam. So the best thing to do is to look at recent past exams. Have a look at an actual past exam paper and see what's getting tested. So see what type of topics are in there, how it's been tested, what the exhibits look like, and so on. Once you've done that, then you can look at the examiner comments, because they give you loads of little gold nuggets of information about what students do well and don't do well in the exam. So just get in that understanding of what this is all about. You can look at the answers as well. Bear in mind the answers that ACCA provide often are not the style we go with, should we say, Ben? Like they're very long. They're not written to time. They're very in depth, but it gives you an idea of the sorts of things that you could be talking about. So get to know the paper, really, really important. And then you can start working on your core knowledge. Now, there is a big syllabus, but as Ben said, it's about knowing which bits are examined most and which bits are going to be really important for your SBL exam. So 7 topics that I've picked out that come up quite a lot that are really good for you to look at when you're preparing for this exam. You've got stakeholder analysis. So that's always a good one. Understanding stakeholders. A nice one. You've got Mendelow's matrix in there as a model, which you can use. Be careful with models. You don't have to use them, but they can help. We've got reporting. Things like integrated reporting gets tested quite a lot. Marketing, including the BCG matrix, another good topic. Business combinations. So things like joint ventures and a few other sort of concepts within that business combination world, which sometimes come up in the exam. You've got risk and managing risk, data. Everyone loves a data question. And then we've got things like strategic choice. So like Lewin's, like freeze, unfreeze, and so on. Like that sort of model is useful as well. So those are just some examples of topics that do get tested quite a lot. And understanding those core concepts will help later down the line.
So after week 1, you've got an idea of what the exam looks like, what the challenge is like, and you've understood some core knowledge areas. You haven't learnt the whole syllabus because you don't need to. You focused on key topic areas Andrew suggested. In week 2, we're then looking at exam skills. The skills you need to pass. And this is what is actually critical for a pass in SBL. Someone with great exam skills but not very good knowledge will pass SBL. Someone with great knowledge but not very good skills, they won't get through. So the skills are really, really important. Now, here are 6 key skills that we focus on in our course at Club SBL and that are really critical for you for passing the exam. The first one is planning. You must plan your answers in SBL. You must, okay, to give yourself the best chance of passing. So planning techniques. Then second skill is around writing. Your writing style has to be super direct and brief. Third skill is you have to use the scenario. Okay, get used to using facts from the scenario to ground your answer, to make it tailored. Fourth skill is focusing on answering the question. Answer the specific question that's asked and nothing else. The fifth skill is adding depth to your answer. So taking a point that's okay and then turning it into a 2-mark answer. That's something that's really important that better students do. And the last skill, probably the most important one, is time management. It is possible to overrun on time in SBL, and being really disciplined with how you use your time is a key exam skill that will lead to a pass if you get it right. So it's important that you're practicing that skill. Now, all of those skills, you can find resources for those on YouTube, videos for them on our channel to help you to prepare around those skills.
In weeks 3 and 4, you've now got that core knowledge and you've got those really important skills. It's now all about practice. Now, what better way to practice than to use some actual past exams? So a couple that we use on Club SBL courses is one called PVS, which is a vet, and we've got BIGO, which is a bit like Uber. They're 2 really good cases that we use. Again, plenty available on ACCA's practice platform and free for you to access. So what you should do is have a look at the pre-seen information. So that's published as well. Really get into it, understand the company, and then have a look at those exams. So see how that pre-seen links in with the actual exam. Yeah, see again what type of topics we're getting tested. Have a go, practice. Really important that you do that, and do it to time and do it properly. Don't just think, I'll make a few bullet points, that'll do. You need to actually do them properly, because that way you really understand how you're getting on and how you are progressing throughout this and developing those skills. Again, you can then look at the answers and the mark scheme. You can look at the examiner comments for those papers as well, just to see, roughly how you're getting on. Ideally, you'd have a study buddy or someone that can help give you feedback on those. So on Club SBL, we mark our scripts and give loads of detailed feedback. If you can't do that, that's absolutely fine. You can then maybe pair up with someone, share scripts, and give feedback to each other. That also helps because you feel a bit more accountable. It's not just, I'm not really going to do this properly. If you're handing it over to someone, you feel that bit of pressure. You're like, oh, actually, I'm going to give this a big go. I've got a bit of pride here. I'm going to give this a really good go and hand it over. So getting that feedback will add some like a third person's perspective of it, and hopefully that will then help you to improve those skills and also identify knowledge gaps. Yeah, there may be bits you think, oh, hang on, that's just asked about the 6 capitals of integrated reporting. I couldn't remember those. I should probably go back and look those up because that is something that occasionally gets tested. So yeah, use those past exams, practice those skills in weeks 3 and 4. It's just all about doing as many questions as you can. I've named 2 cases there. Do as many as you can. Do as many as you can before the real case comes out.
And then the last 2 weeks is when that real case comes out. So week 5 and 6, your actual pre-seen information will be released 2 weeks before the exam. And once it comes out, really good for you to do your own analysis of it. Now, you will be inundated with tutors like Andrew and I putting content out on YouTube, telling you all about the case. And that is useful, particularly our stuff. It's great, right? It'll give you our insights. But the reason you need to do your own analysis is because you need to develop your own understanding of the case study. Yeah? And by being active and doing it yourself, then and doing models like a SWOT, a PESTEL, a Porter's 5 Forces on your case study, doing some stakeholder mapping, using a lot of those models that Andrew was referring to in the knowledge phase, but doing them on your actual case study will help to bring them to life, the models, but also build your understanding of your case. Now, that will take you a few days. It is worth watching our analysis that we're going to be putting out on our Club SBL YouTube channel, because you will be getting extra insights from that and guidance from us. But your analysis is the most important thing. And then, ideally, you are practicing mock exams based on your actual case study. Now, in our course, we write 2 mock exams based on the actual case, and our students practice those questions. And if you can come and join us, you will get loads and loads of benefit out of doing those mocks. If you're with a quality training provider, they will be giving you mock exams based on your actual case study. If you don't have access to that, the next best thing you can do is, again, go back to past cases like BIGO or like PVS that Andrew's already mentioned, but substitute in your actual case study. Instead of it being about Uber, as one of those cases that Andrew mentioned, or a vet practice, which PVS is, you drop in, it's actually your case study industry and the facts about your case study company. It's not perfect, but it does allow you to use those past exams to practice a bit more on your actual case. Now, one last thing, actually, on these last 2 weeks. Question spotting. It's a dangerous game. Yes, you can have a think about what might come up, and there'll be some hints that are dropped in the pre-seen information, but don't spend too long doing that, because in the exam, there are always surprises. New things that we are told that there weren't any hints about in the pre-seen information. And if you do form too strong an opinion of what's definitely going to come up, it can be harder for you to react to what you're really told on the day of the exam.
So you can pass SBL in 6 weeks on your own. We've given you some tips there, and if you follow that and you follow what we've said, it is possible. But it's quite overwhelming as well. You know, identifying which topics are tested a lot and knowing how to improve the 6 skills that we have covered. Knowing how to do that is quite difficult. So Ben, is there a way that these guys can do this really efficiently?
Oh, of course there is. Come and join us on Club SBL in Sprint Club. Okay, you can be Usain Bolt with Andrew and I, right? We will be giving you Well, not only all of the stuff that we've talked about in this 6-week program, because it's basically, this 6-week program is what we do in Sprint Club. It also, you're going to get 24/7 WhatsApp support from us. You're going to get loads and loads of marking where we take in your work and give you feedback. And you're going to get our arms around your shoulder together as a team. You, me, and Andrew together will pass this exam for you. And it will give you the very best chance of passing. So if you can come and join us on Sprint Club, you will get the best chance of passing in 6 weeks.